buttons we can use. So here mainly there are 4 buttons, okay, including this button tag also. We can count it for 5, but main input type buttons are 4. So in that, one is submit. So this is create the button that submit the form data to the server. Whatever the data it is entered, when you click on submit button, it is going to send to the server. Then reset. Okay, in case if it is already the forms or the fields are filled, if you click on reset, it is going to clear the data that is entered. Then input type is equal to button. So this is used for creating the custom button. Okay, so custom button means we can create to perform particular operations. So this we are going to discuss in detail when we start about the JavaScript. Okay, next module is advanced CSS. After that we are going to start JavaScript. Okay, so I am just waiting to start JavaScript so that we can start the lab programs also. Okay, so lab program, I think the first lab program itself, it is having the JavaScript. So I'm just waiting to start the JavaScript. Once it is started, parallelly I will be doing the lab programs. Okay, so here this button, when you specify button option here, the type. So for this you are going to write a code using JavaScript. So that is going to perform the particular operation. Okay, what action to be taken, it is written in the JavaScript. Whenever if you specify input type is equal to button. Similarly, you can create the custom based button. So that is input type is equal to image. That means you can make image itself the button. Okay, so create a custom submit button that uses an image for its display. Okay, instead of button you are going to get the image. Okay, if that image will be acting as a button. When you click on that, it is going to perform the specified operation. Similarly, we have here button tag. So using this button tag, you can create the customized button. Okay, so this is different. This one, the third one, and the last one, both are different. This is input type tag. In that type, you are going to specify the button. Okay, so this is tag itself, the button. So both are different. So this is also used mainly for creating the customized button. Okay, so here in case if you want to include on the button some image, okay, or some text, you can make use of this button tag, or you can even give the hyperlinks. You can specify the hyperlink to process the server side script. So we'll just go with these 5 button options, and we'll see how it can be executed. And you can just see some examples of this. So input type is equal to submit. You will be getting the button like this. Okay. So when you click on this, the corresponding the data, whatever it is entered, it will be submitted to the server. And this is reset button, and this is customized button. Okay, where you can specify the name of this button, click me or something else. Then input type is equal to image. So here image it is going to act as a button. Okay. Similarly, if you want to create the customized button using button tag, so this is how you are going to create. So here we are using the image on the button, and also there is a hyperlink. Okay, hyperlink to email.html. Okay, and also there is an image, so indicates for what this button is. Okay, similarly you can just observe this is submit button. So on the top of the button you are just specifying the image. So we'll just execute these buttons and we'll come back, or I'll just go with specialized controls. Input type is equal to hidden. So this one I'll just keep it pending. So we'll be discussing this button details later. Okay, when we'll discuss about the JavaScript, there we'll discuss. So next we'll move on to input type is equal to file. Okay, whenever if you take a registration form, if they ask for uploading the image or resume, okay, so you need an option to upload the file. Okay, so once again we need a button. It is of type file. Okay, so for that you need to write like this. Input type equal to file, and name it is given photo. Okay. So after that we have numbers and range. These are all specialized control elements introduced in HTML5. So what are these? You can give the number range. Okay, so if you want to read the photo, you can give the type number. You will be getting one drop down box like this. So you can give the range for number 1 to 5 or any number, whatever you want, 1 to 10, and you can give the name of this button. It is rate. Similarly, we can give using this range 0 to 10 and with a step of 1, or you can specify to anything. And if you want to specify the color, okay, so what type of color you want to specify for background, so that can be selected in the form of button by specifying input type is equal to color. So we'll just execute all these things. Similarly, you can add the date time control. Okay, normally when you are filling any of the forms, it will ask for the date. Parallelly, there will be a selection for date and time. Okay, automatically you will get like this. So when you specify input type is equal to date, so you'll be getting like this. Okay, if you click on this drop down list, you will be getting the calendar. Okay, so accordingly you can select the day, month and year. If you want only the time information, okay, you need to specify input time. If it is date and time, you need to specify the type is date and time. If you want to get the local time, okay, so that can be specified, that is the system date and time can be taken. Okay, so this is with respect to month. So complete month is selected when you specify input type is month. Similarly, if you want to select a complete week, so you need to specify the type is equal to week. Okay, so these are all the other extra additional specialized control elements that can be used: date, time, date and time, date, time, local, month, week. Okay, so let me just stop here and go to the browser. See, editor, there are so many editors. If you are comfortable in online editor, you can just go with why is a server selling principle, sir. But here there is no HTML editor, only PHP editor is available. Okay, you can just see these are all the different online editors. So no need to install anything. Directly you can just select in which language you want to run the code. Accordingly, that particular editor will open. No need to install the software. You can just type the code and you will be able to see the output below of it. Okay, so thing is, if you don't have enough space in your system or if it is not supporting, so you can just go for the online editor. So for HTML, you have so many editors, you can just use it. But my suggestion is you can just install the very lightweight application Sublime. Okay, or if you are comfortable with other editors, you can just download whichever the editor you want. Okay, so let me go to this code. We'll try to add the buttons one by one. So input type you select. So what is the type? I'm going to select or specify. It is submit. Then give the name. So why we need to give name is these names can be used in CSS. Okay, when you are doing the cascade style sheet or if you are applying any style, so during that time you need to use the name. Okay, so at the end I'm just you can just give the break here. It's written form 2. Okay, so here I'm getting name button. So let me just by default let it take submit. Okay, it is not coming. So let me just give the name submit. So that is to display on the button. Okay, so if you click, and when you click, the corresponding whatever the server side code is there, it is going to run that. It will take all the form elements, okay, and it will transfer to the server side program, or it will submit to the server. So this is for input type. So if we have a text button here, so similarly you just take the same tag, input tag. So here I am going to use the reset button. It will clear the form detail whatever it is entered. Okay, you can just observe. Is it visible? My browser is visible. Here it is. So if I click on submit, so it has to transfer the data. You can just see the URL also. Okay, so whatever the data I am entering, so that will be submitted in the form of query string. Okay, in case if you want to clear the data, whatever the data entered, it is going to clear. So these are the normal, the basic buttons normally we'll use. So next we'll move on to input type button. So here this is, you can use the specified task to be performed when you click on this button. Okay, for that normally you will write a JavaScript. Okay, when you click on this, so there will be specific task to be performed. So it is going to, you can write a alert. We'll be discussing that. Okay, so you can write a small script. It is going to alert, or it is going to intimate some particular information. Okay, when you click on this, so for that you are going to use the button. So normally it is used for customizing, where you can perform the required task, and these two are predefined. This is to submit the server the data to the server, and this is to clear the form details, and this is the customized button. So next we'll move on to image. If input type is image, okay, so here you need to specify source. Okay, the source of the image, so where that image is located. If it is in the same folder, you can just give the direct, I have some image here, email underscore logo. I'll just give that. In which format it is? JPG. So extension is also very important. Email logo dot JPEG. Okay, can you see? So this is button, customized button. But here you can just specify even the height and width of that image. Okay, can you see? So now this is also going to be an image is acting as a button. When you click on this, it will take you to the window where you can send the mail. Okay, I just according to the image I'm just telling. So accordingly you have to put the image. So what exactly that button is going to perform. Okay, is it clear? All the 4 types of buttons. So now we'll move on to one more example, that is customized button. Okay, so let me just take this. Are you people are following, listening? First of all, just to practice all this. Okay, so this is I'm just giving hyperlink on the button. Okay, image plus hyperlink. So here image, you need to specify the image. So same image logo. This is JPEG and hyperlink. So here I specified it goes to email.html. Okay, so these two information that comes on the button. Okay, image plus hyperlink both. So image, that is just to tell what operation it is. Okay, so this hyperlink, it is going to take you to the particular page. It will direct to the address where whatever it is specified. You for this also you can just set the hyperlink you can just observe here. So there is nothing in this email.html, but why it is not reducing? Okay, so let me just put in the image part. Image tag, everybody knows how to tags. You can use it wherever you want. Okay, so this is button. On the top of that I have put the image, and also there is a hyperlink. Okay, see, it is not performing anything, and if I click on this hyperlink, it is taking to the page whatever I have specified. It will redirect to the page. Okay, so this is how you can create the customized buttons. So these are all predefined. So these 3 are all customized. Understood? For uploading the file. So you can just give some heading H1. Okay, indicate what is this file upload. And here once again go with the input type. So where type you need to specify file. Okay, this is if I want to allow the user to upload some file. Okay, or the image, whatever you want. So name, specify the name. Here I have file upload. Is it visible? You can just see file upload. So no file chosen. If you choose the file, automatically that name it is going to come here. So it will open a window to select the image. Image or file, anything. Okay. For that also you can just specify what type of file it can be uploaded. Here there is no image. Okay, you can just observe here the name is coming email, whatever the image it is uploaded. Okay, so that name comes. When you click on this, it will open the window. Select the what file you want to upload. Okay. So here what type of file it has to accept. If I specify PDF, let me see. I will just try to upload. Okay, still taking. We need to write some code for that. Okay, where you can specify or you can restrict what type of file can be uploaded. Okay, so this is how the input file or uploading the file option can be written. Okay, so I will just check it. Is it the correct way of representing? Accept is the correct attribute, but how to specify the, is it we need to specify the .pdf? Check it and tell you. Okay, now you can just see, now it is not going to select the image file. So before, so I was not given .pdf. If you don't give anything, it will show all the files that is present in the folder. Okay, just do all this trial and error. I have not refreshed. Still it is showing Acrobat. Now you can just see it is showing all the files. When I specify, if I don't specify anything, you can upload any type of the file. If you are specific to what type of file, okay, if I give, I think you observed what are the files are available in this folder. Okay, you can just say I have image and also HTML files. Now when I specify .pdf, okay, so it will not show any of the other files other than PDF. It will be selecting only the PDF file. Refresh. Same folder, you can see it is showing only this file extension out of Acrobat. That means PDF format only it will accept. Okay. So you select it and you will get the file is get uploaded. So this is how you need to use the input type file upload. So after that, you can just go with 2 more options, that is specialized controls for numbers and ranges. Okay, when you want to specify numbers, when you want to rate any of the image or the photo, you can use this. Input type is equal to numbers. Okay, here the type of input you are going to give is numbers. Okay, and also you can specify what is the range of you are specifying to give a rate for this photo. Okay, 1 to 5, and name it is given a rate. Just refresh. Okay, you can just see, and let me just give the break. Okay, you can just observe here. It's going corner. I don't know how long you can see. Are you able to see this? Rate this photo. Okay. Now what you just put some content and you can give this option input type number and you can specify the what is the rating should be given. So here I have given range 1 to 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then once it is selected, you can submit. Accordingly, whatever the data is selected, that is forwarded to the server. So that is input type is equal to number, where you can give the range of number to select. Similarly, you can just use this, what we call this. This is for the range. Okay, so what range you want to specify, the values that can be specified using input type, and here the type is range. Here you can specify the range from 0 to 10, okay, with a step of 1 or whatever you want. If you want step of 2, you can just specify the accordingly. Okay, so this is how you will get that control. So accordingly, whatever you have selected internally, it will take that value and that will be forwarded to the server. Okay, very simple, only just input tag. Okay, we are changing only the type, file, number, range, email. Okay, and these are all the buttons. So this is with respect to the specialized control elements. Okay, similarly, still we have 10 minutes time now. Date and time part. Okay, so you can just go for the input type color. So when you want to allow the user to select the color, okay, so if you want to specify that, you can just go for color option. Color, I think this is all not required. Name you can give. Just save it. Okay, can you see, this is the input type color. If I click on this, it will pop up the colors. So this is represented in terms of RGB color. You just check, I am getting in Chrome in this format. Okay, in the textbook they have given in this format. Maybe it is going to vary with the browser. Okay, somebody try in Explorer, Internet Explorer, or in Mozilla or Opera. Okay, so RGB colors, whatever the color you are going to select, accordingly the RGB color it is going to set. If you want other representation, just recall, see there are different ways of representing the colors. I have taken one class specially for this. Okay, so RGB color, HSL color, RGB with alpha, okay, HSL with alpha. We have discussed ASCII, that is in terms of hexadecimal. So you should able, this is hexadecimal. So whatever the color you select, okay, you can change the color accordingly. You will get the hexadecimal value. Okay, so all methods can be used. Okay, so here they have not given the typing of color because this is you need to select. So the color name it is not given, but other than that they have given the all remaining methods. Okay, so that is when you want to give the input background color, what should be selected. For that input type is color. Very simple, just this you need to use to get that button or that particular color information. Similarly, we can go with the date and time. So with respect to date and time, it's very simple. I want everybody design your own page containing some of these elements. So tomorrow I am going to check. Okay, so not it contains any server side code, just design the web page. So we are not giving much importance about that here as of now. So just go for designing the web page. Can you see, I got this date and time. Here I am going to get the calendar. So select the date and that date will be set. Okay, I don't know how many of you have tried all these things. If you have tried, well and good. So all not tried, just try. You can just enjoy by designing this. So just simple, input type is date. So now you just keep modifying this. So the different options you can go. Time, there is a list here. Okay, so date, if you want only time alone, you can just specify. You will get the time information. Okay, if you want to select, this is for selection. So what time you want to select, just select it and submit. So next you can specify both date and time. Why it is coming as box? So for date and time I should get like this. I am not getting. I should get like this. Okay. So that is where it should print both date and time. It's not coming. Showing like a text box. Okay, let me just check this part, both date and time option. Let me just go with the date, time, local. Okay, this is coming. Okay, you are getting date and also time. So you can just set accordingly. And this is the date and this is the time. Similarly, if you want to select only a particular month or a week, okay, this will show the month and year. So complete May month, May 2021, like that. If you want only the week to be selected, okay, you can see it is going to select that particular week. Okay. The only thing why I didn't get for this input time. Okay, so that's all about the all specialized control elements. So that finishes about the form control elements. So I want everybody just design one page